Hey guys, this is James and Tim with Tabletop Terrors. Today is RPG A Day video 20. What is the most challenging but rewarding system that you have learned? So this is going to be, I feel like this answer is a little cheap, but I'm going to go for it.
Go for it.
The most challenging and rewarding system that I've ever learned was Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. The reason I say that is not because that is particularly challenging, while a little more rules-heavy than some other games. The reason it was the most challenging but the most rewarding for me is it's because the first one I ever learned. So the idea is it was more difficult for me because I didn't have an idea of too many of the concepts outside of some old AD&D like Icewind Dale style games and Baldur's Gate. So it was challenging in that respect, but it was the most rewarding because it absolutely opened up the world of tabletop role-playing games to me. When I played 3.5 for a little while, and then I learned about Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, I played some 4th edition, but it wasn't until after 4th and I think before 5th that I even knew how many tabletop role-playing games were out there. And to me, that's sort of the reward of just getting into the hobby was learning, wow, you can do anything.
Right. No, that's... I feel like... For me, it was probably... GURPS? No, I'm kidding. That's...
Shadowrun?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Full disclosure. I can't rightly say that I know how to play any other RPG. I know how to play 3.5, and I know how to play 5th edition, but I wouldn't consider either of those particularly challenging.
I think that's the important part, is if you're good at learning... I haven't come across one. Like, I still want to try Shadowrun. The thing that I've heard is that it's very rules heavy, but the other thing that I've learned is that if you have one person that knows the rules, if that person can say, okay, you want to do this, so all you have to do is roll this dice and we'll figure out the result. Like, it's kind of like if there were a thing online that you could say, all right, here, do all the calculations for me, online computer or a friend that knows Shadowrun.
Sure, right.
Basically, I wouldn't say that I know any systems that are famous for being challenging.
Right. Well, I can think of...
I'm saying, like, I don't know any, like Shadowrun. Yeah, like, I know that Shadowrun is challenging. You personally don't know any.
Gotcha.
But I've never tried.
I think, for me, if I get into a system... I'll say this. I haven't really taken a lot of time to learn new systems. I want to learn Fate. I want to play in a Numenera game. Those are probably the two big ones. I feel like there are some other ones that I'm like, oh yeah, I would try that. That sounds cool.
Interestingly, I played GURPS. I played in a Star Wars GURPS game, and I don't remember it being that hard.
That was the joke. My joke was that GURPS is supposed to be super easy.
No, GURPS I thought was famously like you got to roll a ton of dice, and the problem. Okay,
I know it's a D6 dice pool game.
What I'm saying is because GURPS is the general use role playing system, I think it stands for. The idea is because you can do anything, you're kind of like, well, but what should I do? You know what I mean? I see. As far as I knew, GURPS was regarded as something that could be very crunchy, whether difficult to learn or not. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I was making a joke, but. That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought you were making a joke about it being difficult.
No, I was making a joke because I was trying to think of one that was easy. So the real answer to this is I need to learn some more systems. Because what game did I struggle? I didn't really struggle to learn either of them because I just read 3.5 and I had some people to play with. And I had some hiccups along the way, but we played in a little bit of organized play back in the day and people just kind of, oh no, do this or try this.
Yeah, I'm staring at my bookshelf like, man, what influence do I have that I don't know? Because I have Edge of the Empire. And again, not a challenging system to learn at all. I mean, that was relatively easy.
That's a phone book. That book's like this thick.
Well, that's like the 3 core books. I'm like, that has everything in it.
Well, and this is, I guess, the thing that I was going to get to is I'm not interested in learning crunchy systems, personally. If a system seems too crunchy, I would have to get involved with the certain group of people for a certain reason. Like, a great example is we're getting ready to play Torchbearer with Matt and Barker. Matt with a fistful of dice, Barker from Be a Better Game Master. And from what I understand, it's crunchier than 5e because it's resource management, but...
it's a different style of game.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be super crunchy, but like... in the season of gaming that I'm in right now, I'm not interested in complex rule sets or crunch or challenging, like, well, then you do this and refer to this table and so on. So for me, I'm kind of like,
it's the time of the season for crunch.
Crunchy, I was saying.
Crunchy, yeah. We didn't plan that. I just wanted to do something stupid.
So what system should I learn that's crunchy but rewarding? What's your answer? That's what I want to hear, because...
Yeah, or what's the most challenging system you've learned? I mean, we obviously are... I don't know enough about GURPS, so I don't know if it's difficult or if it's famously hard. Or
right.
So, what
seen...
is the most challenging game that you know of?
I have seen a Pathfinder game where it was a session 0 for Pathfinder.
Oh, boy.
Dude, I was like, that junk was forever, and they were making characters. It took forever. I was like, I'm not interested in that. I'm not hating on the game. I know that some people really love that. Layers of, like, cool, customizable, like, piece compatible, like, I'm a 20th level witch with this stack of feats.
But even if you make a level 20 character in 5th edition, I mean, it's taken a while. Not as long.
Dude, it was
but it's like
4 hours to make characters, and they were like level 6.
Okay, that's different. Either way.
Now, granted, there was table talk and stuff like that, but it took...
Pathfinder's been around so long that I imagine they were using more than the source book.
Sure.
So when you have 30 books, you're like, well, it's going to take me 2 hours to figure out what feat I want.
And that's just one example. I'm not saying I have any beef with it, but I was like, I wasn't interested
for you.
in that thing they were doing. I was like...
So that is to say, like I said, let us know what the most challenging game you've played or learned or tried to learn or want to learn. You know, I'm curious what people feel are some of the most challenging games out there.
Sure. So in the meantime, make sure you go to brigadecon.org and sign up to play in BrigadeCon. BrigadeCon it's an online...
Oh, you burped and I yawned. I was like, oh man, I get to yawn while he's talking so I can cover it up. And
we're the worst spokespersons. It is an online role-playing convention and benefit that tastes like ginger. This is awful. It's an online role-playing convention and benefit to... It is a fundraiser for Child's Play.
That's the word you were looking for.
I was looking for fundraiser. And what it is it's people get together for 24 hours. We do panels, we do giveaways, we do games. It's an online convention. All the proceeds of anything that we actually make money from go straight to Child's Play. Go to brigadecon.org and be a part. I don't know. I'm
Stop talking. Make sure to...
I got a bucket full of tongues in my mouth.
Share this video. Like it. Like we said, comment. Let us know about what RPG system you learned that was challenging or what you think the most challenging one is. Subscribe to Tabletop Terrors on Facebook and YouTube. I don't usually do this part, so I'm struggling now.
I'm like... Bleh.
So, until next time...
I was twisting my tongue.
Yeah, and I was like, what is he doing? May your dice roll high.
Sorry for life.
Alright, I gotta change it. Gotta turn it.